Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Day after Jaishankar shredded the Guardian's anti-India narrative, asking Pakistan to go figure out who killed the terrorists, the US has gone into a no-comment mode on the Pak terror killings. Ladies and gentlemen, this even as there are reports of Hafiz Saeed battling a mysterious illness, sparking speculation and conspiracy theories. Let's debate.
Pakistan's tale on mystery terror killing has crash-landed.
I don't normally read The Guardian. Is there a particular article? Something allegedly happened in Pakistan. Okay? 2 people in Pakistan, presumably nationals of Pakistan, right? That's what we are talking about?
Yes.
Then you have the wrong end of the stick here. People should be asking Pakistan, who are these people? You know, why are their alleged deaths causing concern? Well, you remember that Hillary Clinton bit about snakes in your backyard. I think you have enough snakes in your backyard. Snakes may bite each other. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's happening in Pakistan. It's for them to figure out what is happening.
A day after External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar dismissed anti-India narrative by the Western media on India's role in targeted killings, the US State Department has toned down, stating it won't meddle in India-Pakistan dispute.
Session on Pakistan-India tensions because Pakistan says that Indian government assassinated dozens of individuals in Pakistan, while the Indian Defence Minister appeared to confirm that the Indian government carried out extrajudicial killings in Pakistan. How do you see this situation?
So we have been following the media reports about this issue. We don't have any comment on the underlying allegations, but of course, while we're not going to get in the middle of this situation, we encourage both sides to avoid escalation and find a resolution through dialogue.
All this even as buzz over India's most wanted terrorist, Hafiz Saeed, battling mysterious illness in Pakistan, have been doing the rounds. This coincides with Western media alleging India's involvement in the assassination of several high-profile terrorists in Pakistan. Tonight, Pakistan's failed narrative to malign India's image has been exposed. Let's debate.
Rama Chalani is a well-known author, professor, strategic studies at the Center for Policy Research and one of India's best-known geostrategic thinkers. Brahma Chalani, US not getting into this, just sort of waving off that question. Did Pakistan expect a bigger response after the planted Guardian piece, which was summarily dismissed by the foreign minister in his interview with me yesterday? How do you view the US response, the foreign minister's comment, and the Washington, the US response to the Guardian piece? Yes, please.
Well, I think the US clearly doesn't want to get into the middle of this because of late the US has made statements that have annoyed India. Those statements have been seen as if the US is seeking to interfere in India's election process. So on this question, they were more careful. But the fact is that Pakistan's links with terrorists remain intact. And Hafiz Saeed was actually listed as a global terrorist by the UN in 2008. And the US in 2012, 4 years later, put a 10 million bounty on him. And yet, as we know, Hafiz Saeed, who's one of the world's most wanted terrorist leaders, has been living in the open in Pakistan. He's been spouting jihadist propaganda and plotting attacks against India. So all this clearly indicates that the battle against international terrorism cannot be won unless the nexus between Pakistan's military and terrorist groups, unless that nexus is broken. That nexus remains intact, unfortunately, and even if Hafiz Saeed is critically ill, the fact is that individuals don't matter in Pakistan because the Pakistani military will create new terrorist leaders. They are in the business of creating terrorists and turning some of these terrorists into terrorist leaders. So even if Hafiz Saeed is no longer around, the battle that the Pakistani military is waging against Pakistan's neighbors by using terrorism as an instrument of asymmetric warfare, that instrument will remain intact.
My point is, Hamid, can you hear me? Brahma Chelani's view, I take it very seriously. You know, he's really, really respected across India. I've followed him over the years, and I'm sure you have as well. What is this about Hafiz Saeed not being well, being poisoned, dying? I mean, if he's not well, if he's poisoned, if he's dying, it's his own business, unfortunately for him. And, it's Pakistan's business. Pakistanis are psyched now. Every time a terrorist dies on your soil, you say India killed him.
The only thing is, it is very shameful that how India betrayed their friend UAE's trust by using their soil to infiltration terrorism on the foreign countries and using Dubai and other friendly countries as a platform. Second thing is confession by the Indian government that they are involved in foreign terrorism. It is a clear case of an international
Which confession
crime.
by which
There is
government?
nothing to be pride.
What do you mean
There is nothing
confession?
to be pride for
Hamid,
Indians.
what
There is
confession?
nothing to be pride.
Hamid, 1 minute. Hamid, yesterday afternoon, one minute. Yesterday afternoon for us, I did a 1 hour, 7-minute interview or so with the Foreign Minister of India, S. Jaishankar.
Yeah.
No, but S. Jaishankar said, what article? And I said, you don't take it seriously. He said, I don't take anything. He said, no foreign government takes an article which quotes intel sources seriously.
Yes.
So for us, you're a serious analyst. Intel sources mean nothing.
The way Indian have been
Intel
exposed,
sources mean nothing.
The way Indian government and everybody is shaken
Where?
with the one article based on the fact the Guardian's article have shaken the entire Indian media, the entire Indian government, because now it is a question from the friendly countries.
Shaken.
It is a question from the
I think it just shows. 1 minute.
Your development plans. That is the question. Why India is using UAE?
You're saying. That's what you're saying. No, one minute. No, one.
India is exploiting
Just one. Hamid.
Friendship. That is my question.
Hamid, I'm sure Faraz will agree with me that if we are exploiting UAE's soil to attack India from UAE soil, then the first thing would have been it's for the government of UAE to respond.
They will.
No foreign government is responding. Faraz, I mean,
they have very
oh,
much
sure they will.
Faraz.
Exploited
the situation and the
so when they will, we'll see. They are not responding now. Faraz.
If you let me complete,
you can't. Faraz.
If you let me complete, please.
Faraz, please. Faraz.
You can't hear
I will after Faraz.
If you can't hear the truth, that is the sad thing about the whole situation. When I try to show you the
what happened
real
Faraz?
picture,
I'm waiting for him. I lost the line.
The reality, you can't even listen to me then. That is
if
the
it's
problem.
not there, it's not the way. Limited time. I want Brahma, the strategy of the Pakistanis was plant the story, go for foreign headlines, distract attention from the situation that you're facing, slowly build up a narrative within Pakistan that India is responsible for this, for that, for this blast, that blast, India is carrying out acts of terrorism. There's no response. I mean, I think they're getting frustrated now, Brahma, because it's been 3 days, there's no response from any government.
India is denying
not a single one.
Because of the pressure of UAE.
You're right.
Brahma, please, Brahma. The question is to Brahma.
If you will not let me complete,
I don't know how the UAE has been brought into the picture. There is no such connection. If India was using UAE soil, the UAE would have responded by now, as you rightly point out. So this is just disinformation being spread by the Pakistani ISI. The fact is that when several of these terrorists were killed, they died in mysterious circumstances in Pakistan. The speculation in Pakistan was that these characters had been bumped off by the Pakistani ISI as part of Pakistan's efforts to clean up its act in view of the promises made to the Financial Action Task Force. So at that time, no accusation was made against India that India was involved in any of these killings. And then suddenly the Guardian publishes a disinformation piece, a hit job, And now in Pakistan, they've seized on that article to blame India. The fact is that when these killings happened one by one, India was not being blamed for those killings. There is a more fundamental thing in Pakistan, which is apparent from the present government in Pakistan. The present government in Pakistan was installed by the military. The military's favorite party failed to win the elections. Despite that, the military has brought this party to power. Clearly shows the kind of power the Pakistani generals have. They have a vice-like grip on power, and that vice-like grip on power needs to be broken. Civil-military relations in Pakistan must be rebalanced. Only then can Pakistan become a normal state.
So for us, it's not worked. The whole. So you know, Guardian peace, lack of response from India, dismissal by the Indian foreign minister, dismissal by America. Pakistan is going crazy. Oh, Hafiz Saeed is dying. He's been poisoned. What does all this reflect? What does all this reflect? The whole thing flopped for us. The whole thing flopped. In my view, your whole strategy, planting stories, everything just flopped.
I want to make one thing absolutely clear, that before it was Dawood Ibrahim, today it was Hafiz Saeed. I've gone through Twitter trend in Pakistan, and Hafiz Saeed is not even in below top 10 trends in Pakistan. The local populace is not even interested in discussing Hafiz Saeed or for, say, a Guardian story. The local audience did not even pander to the Guardian story in Pakistan. However, I feel, as a political commentator, I understand that Guardian story would sell quite better to the Indian audience for Prime Minister Modi, because it shows how emboldened India's new policy is, that it can strike anywhere. Therefore, it can sell better to the Indian audience rather putting it as an orchestrated story by the Pakistani intelligence agency. You know, it's not selling at home in Pakistan. I'm just giving you some facts and observation that what's really going on the ground. I'm not giving any kind of verdict over that, how it was not a manifestation of some a fake story by ISI. I'm just telling you the reality on the ground. Pakistanis are not interested in
I think it's one of those things for us, it's just one of those things, you know, it just came and went. I know the ISI put in a great effort into getting that piece out in The Guardian. Better luck next time. Viewers, thank you very much for watching tonight. To Brahma Chalani, Faraz, Hamid, and all my viewers of The Debate, with the promise to see you sharp at 9 o'clock tomorrow on The Debate. Only for tonight. Good night and goodbye.